What's up guys? You've probably already have seen the new cards, the new Phantom Knight cards, so two new level 3 monsters and a new Xyz and one new trap card. So let's take a look at the cards first and then a few example duels, just to showcase the current possibilities with the current support, since I'm definitely expecting more support for this archetype. So first the two new monsters, both are level 3. They are warriors, so otherwise you would have been able to get some tour guide shenanigans going. Yeah, both are level 3. They have very mediocre stats, very low stats, but they also have very decent effects. So let's take a look at the Dusty Rope first. So level 3, and when it's in your grave, you can banish your Dusty Rope to search another Phantom Knight monster from your deck and add it to your hand. And of course, with the current support, this is going to be your glove. So your rugged glove. Glove almost has the same effect, since when it's in your grave, you can also banish it to get your effect of milling any Phantom card from your deck to the grave. So you can just mill, for example, your Dusty Rope and then banish it to search again the glove, or send your Fogblade, the trap card, from your deck to the grave. And Fogblade acts like a Fiendish Chain. You can target one of your opponent's monsters and that monster's effect is negated. It cannot attack and it cannot be attacked by your own monsters. So that's kind of crucial, something not to forget. And its fourth effect is that when it's in the grave, your Fogblade, you can banish it to special summon any Phantom Knight monster from your grave. So again, boosting up a possible rank 3 Xyz play. And then we have the new Xyz, which is kind of good, especially because it's a generic rank 3 Scrap Dragon. It's called Phantom Knight's Break Sword. And yeah, as I said before, it's a generic Scrap Dragon, so you can target one card on your side of the field and one card from your opponent, and both cards are destroyed. And yeah, the Break Sword also has an extra effect that when it's destroyed, either by battle or by a card effect, you can target two Phantom Knight monsters in your grave. They are special summoned and they will gain 1 level, so they will both become level 4. The only downside to this is that you can only special summon dark monsters for the rest of the turn. So if you want to go for an Xyz summon with both those monsters, you can possibly Xyz summon for Master Key Beetle or your Rebellion Xyz Dragon. And then currently the current support is not much, so you have to find other rank 3 level 3 engines, like for example the new Speedroids. They are kind of good. With YgoPro is also a 1-card rank 3 Xyz. Most of the time you'll just be special summoning Dante first, just to have a nice beat stick, and of course to mill your to get your engine going, to try to mill those cards to the grave to get those effects. Trishula is also an option with the Speedroid tuner. Crane is also a possibility in the main deck. Spell Striker, reinforcement of the army, and so on. But yeah, with the current support, it's nothing too top tier, but it's something different, just to showcase a few duels. Alright, here's one of the first duels. I think my opponent is playing 6 Samurais, I think, so there is no reason to playtest this deck against something like Satella Knights or Pendulum Magician, since those decks are of course much better, much faster and much more consistent. The current support for Phantom Knights is mediocre, so let's playtest against somewhat not top tier 1 deck. Opponent is playing 6 Samurai, so the first Xyz, most of the time you'll be going for Dante to set up your grave. Try to mill those Phantom Knight cards to reuse them, so use my Phantom Knight Xyz to target itself, pop one of my opponent's cards. Shen has to destroy one of his the other 6 Samurai on board in order to survive, and I think there wasn't really much I could do about the Mirror Force. Something like a Prison also was fine, but that Mirror Force was the worst card he could have, since the Rebellion of course had enough attack to attack over his monsters. So anyway, banish the Fogblade from my grave so I can again go for a rank 3 Xyz. I think going for the Zen mains was a better option, since I can just attack over the weaker Shen, and he should have a lot of difficulties with the other Shen to try to get rid of the Zen mains here. Yeah, anyway, I think I made a minor mistake. I just should have attacked over the defense position Xian earlier, just to get more damage. Anyway, suicide into his Xian, so try to banish the Fog Blade here again. Special summon the Glove, I think. Yeah, from my grave again, to go for a possible Exceed play. Yeah, possibly go for the Phantom Knight Scrap Dragon, but he has Emptiness. But he's going to run into Torrential Tribute. I hope that I draw into another monster here, a level 3 monster, since I do play like 3 Spell Strikers and more level 3 monsters, so I can go for a possible rank 3 Exceed play. I don't activate Upstart Goblin, and here, yeah, I have to banish the Glove from the grave, send the Rope to the grave, banish Rope to get a Search, and yeah, here, also get that 1k attack boost. Yeah, the Phantom Knight card is at 3k attack. Nice beat stick going on here. Activate Raigeki just to go for damage. No reason to keep it since I have 3 back rows ready to stop any possible play. Top deck into Speedroid Rebirth. Very nice. It's also a 1 card Exceed play. And yeah, deck with Acid Golem and the Phantom Knight for a game. So I get to start opponents playing TCG version of Clown Blade. Go for Dante, get some milling going, all fine. Going to stop his Feral Imps from searching with Fog Blade. So it cannot attack, it cannot be attacked, very important. Did not activate Phoenix Chain on the Nodon, since he did have that damaged Juggler in his grave, so he would always have been able to search his head trigger and go for Castel, I believe, yeah. So Phoenix Chain the Castel, but he had that Forbidden Lance. Kind of blow here, so I have to again go for an Exceed Summon, go for the second Dante Rite, get a Search, set up the Fog Blade in my, send it from my deck to the grave to set up a possible Exceed play for next turn. So all good, but yeah, here you see the weakness of the current support. It's not fast. Sure, you can special summon 1 rank 3 Exceed, maybe 2 if you have some luck with the Speedroid engine or Spell Striker or whatever, but that's it. You don't have a boss monster. Your rank 3 Exceed is a decent boss monster, but it's not like like Shadows with constructs, set up your grave and so on. You know what I mean, right? And yeah, he top decks into Foolish Burial for Trick Clown, special summon his Thousand Blade, and he makes a good move here. First attack, and yeah, eventually going to end with Ptolemaios. And he has a possibility to go for Pleiades during my turn. Here I do have a rank 3 Exceed play ready with, I think I have a Fog Blade in my grave, and I have that Speedroid, a level 3 monster in my hand. So going for something like a Phantom Knight, rank 3, would have been nice, but again, he always had the opportunity to go for Pleiades to stop a possible play on my side, and yeah, here, thanks to Pleiades, he was able to bounce back the Ring of Destruction, so that's a game over, well played. So it's kinda slow for now. Opponent's playing Cosmos with Cyber Dragons, so special summon, what's it called, Begomax, to search out the other Speedroids. Immediately go for Dante, get some milling shenanigans going, special summon the Phantom Knight Exceed, yeah, not going to use the effects, no reason to, and set 3. So I'm in a good position. He activates his Cyber Repair Plant to search out a Forerunner. He goes for a Cyber Dragon. Yeah, something important is that maybe going for Sandmanes was a possible, yeah, maybe the better play instead for going for the Phantom Knight last turn, but I was fearing the, what's it called, the Chimera deck in his extra deck, since yeah, of course you can expect that deck running one single Chimera deck for something like yeah, Towers Turbo, why not? So that's why I went for the Phantom Knight earlier. So he has Forerunner on board, a big threat, since I do have, I think, yeah, double Forbidden Lance and 1 Phoenix Chain set. All of them are kinda dead, so it's not looking too great for me here. Yeah, banish the Glove, send the Rope from my deck to the grave, banish it to get the Search, so that's good. Immediately have a rank 3 Exceed play ready, use its effect, since we know his set is possibly a Cyber Network, so destroying all his back rows. But yeah, he does have all of his monsters ready, and maybe I should have activated Raigeki here. Then again, he would have been able to special summon 2 Forerunners, so Yeah, I'm not really sure what I could have done here. Doesn't really matter. I wasn't able to attack for a game, and with Forerunner he did get 1k extra life points, so the yes, two finish chains are already lured out. He makes a risky play here, going for Big Eye, but it pays off. Forbidden Lens is dead. It's not enough to prevent him from going for a game. So with the current support, yeah, it's more of a weak level 3 engine. People are already comparing them to Burning Abyss, but it's definitely not on the same level as Burning Abyss were in the beginning, since Burning Abyss already had 3 separate monsters and also triple tour guides, which was very solid, of course, to search out with Scarm, you know the deal. But with the current support, the Phantom Knights are very mediocre. But yeah, it's a new deck. Have fun trying it out. It's very fun to combine them with other level 3 cards. With the Speedroids, definitely something to try out. So guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.